Hi, friends. Welcome to the Nomadic Spaces Podcast. I am your host, Sarah Bronstein from Suka Interior Design. This is where we talk all things interior design, nomadic spaces, and happy homes. You'll learn interior design strategies to successfully transform your home into a beautiful and functional space that supports your unique lifestyle. If you are enjoying this show, please help us by taking a sec to subscribe, rate, share, or leave a review. Thank you for your support and for listening. Now, let's get into today's show. Hello, and welcome back to the Nomadic Spaces Podcast. This is your host, Sarah, and today's episode is called Maximizing Minimalism, Expert Tips for Expanding Small Spaces. Living in a tiny space does not mean you have to sacrifice comfort or style. With a few clever design tricks and a touch of creativity, you can transform even the smallest of spaces into a welcoming and open oasis. Whether you reside in a cozy apartment or a compact studio, this episode is for you. Today, I'm going to share some invaluable tips I even use personally for making a tiny space feel bigger and more inviting. Number 1, embrace light and bright colors. The power of color cannot be underestimated when it comes to creating the illusion of space. Light and bright colors such as whites, pastels, and soft neutrals reflect more light and make a room feel more expansive. Opt for a consistent color palette throughout the space, including walls, furniture, and decor. Avoid dark or overly bold colors as they tend to absorb light and can make a tiny space feel more closed in. Number 2, utilize mirrors. Mirrors are one of the most effective tools for visually expanding a small area. Placing a mirror on one wall can create the illusion of depth and reflect light, instantly making the space feel larger and airier. You can also strategically position mirrors opposite windows to bounce natural light around the room, further enhancing the sense of openness. Number 3, maximize natural light. Natural light is a tiny space's best friend. Keep window treatments minimal and light-colored to allow maximum sunlight to filter in. Avoid heavy curtains or dark blinds that can obstruct light and make the space feel smaller. Keeping the windows uncluttered also helps to blur the boundaries between indoors and outdoors, which gives the impression of a more extensive living area. Number 4, choose smart furniture. When working with a limited area, every piece of furniture counts. Opt for furniture with clean lines and raised legs, as they create a sense of openness by allowing light to pass underneath. Multifunctional furniture like storage ottomans, pull-out sofas, and wall-mounted desks are game changers in tiny spaces, as they maximize functionality without taking up unnecessary room. Number 5, emphasize vertical space. In tiny spaces, vertical space is an untapped resource. Make use of tall shelves and floor-to-ceiling bookcases to draw the eyes upward, giving the illusion of height. Install floating shelves on walls to display decor and keep surfaces clutter-free. Not only does this make the space feel bigger, but it also provides ample storage for your belongings and clears counter space for activities. Number 6, keep it tidy and organized. Clutter is the nemesis of a small space. Adopt a minimalist mindset and keep your tiny space clutter-free by embracing smart storage solutions. Invest in storage bins, under-bed organizers, and drawer dividers to keep everything tidy and easily accessible. Clean and organized space automatically feels more spacious and inviting and makes it easier to keep things tidy. Number 7, open up sightlines. Creating open sightlines in a tiny space is essential for the feeling of openness. Arrange furniture in a way that doesn't obstruct pathways or block views. An unobstructed line of sight from one end of the space to another makes it appear larger and less cramped. Additionally, avoiding large furniture pieces in the middle of the room helps maintain an open and breathable ambiance. Tip 8. Incorporate mirrored or glass furniture. Just like wall mirrors, furniture with mirrored or glass surfaces can add depth and create an illusion of more space. Glass tabletops, mirrored cabinets, or transparent acrylic chairs and pieces are an excellent choice for a tiny house or small space. These pieces allow light to pass through, making the room feel more open and less cluttered. Number 9, use rugs strategically. Rugs can play a significant role in visually expanding a small space. Opt for a large rug with a light or neutral color to cover most of the floor area. This creates a sense of continuity and spaciousness. Avoid small rugs or rugs with bold and busy patterns, as they can make the space feel fragmented and more congested. Number 10, let nature in. Don't underestimate the power of nature in making a tiny house or small space feel bigger. Incorporate indoor plants or fresh flowers to breathe life into the area. Greenery not only adds visual interest, but also connects the space to the outdoors, making it feel more expansive and improving the air quality. To wrap up, making a tiny house or small space feel bigger is all about maximizing natural light, choosing the right colors and furniture, and maintaining an organized, minimal environment. By employing these tips, you can transform your compact dwelling into a comfortable and open retreat that leaves a lasting impression on both residents and visitors alike. Embrace the potential of your tiny space and create a little world of wonders within its walls. I hope this episode was helpful and insightful and inspires you to take action to elevate your own space. Until next week, take care, y'all. Hey you! Thanks so much for listening. I want to make sure you know about some resources available to you totally free. First is the 5-Step Desk Refresh Guide. This is the perfect springboard before tackling larger spaces. Second is the Shop My Trailer Source List. These are all the items I actually used in my own travel trailer tiny house renovation that I absolutely love. These are both linked in the show notes, so be sure to take advantage of these value-packed free downloads. Thank you so much for listening. If you have a sec to subscribe, rate, share, or leave a review, that would mean the world.